Welcome to Medicare Lagniappe, where we cut the confusion on all your Medicare-related questions and cover topics plus real-life scenarios to empower you for a better understanding of your Medicare options today.
Welcome to Medicare Lagniappe, Fussell Group's premier site of learning everything about Medicare. My name is Caroline Badon, and today I am here with Robin Millet. Robin has been with the agency for a very long time, and I'm very excited to have her on our show today. So Robin, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I guess I would consider myself a veteran. I've been doing this for about 15 years. I started off as a captive agent with Humana, and I was there for 5 years, and I came over to the Fussell Group,
12 years ago.
At least 12, yeah.
Yeah, we started 12 years ago, and you've
Right.
been here since the beginning.
That's right.
So tell us a little bit about what you do.
So my primary focus is to do what's right for the customer. My passion is to make sure that our older population is not only well cared for, but that they understand what they're getting and that it's not just about a sales experience more than an educational experience as well.
Right.
I want them to feel comfortable with what they're enrolling in. I want to make sure that I cover all the bases. Just, to make sure they have the medicines they need, the doctors they need, and make sure that it just fits what their primary concerns are. I find a lot of times when I go behind other people that might have been with those particular customers ahead of me, maybe didn't take enough time to explain things in detail, even if it takes 3 or 4 times, because I've actually had that happen where I would explain something, and then I would say, "Do you understand?" They'd say, "Yeah," and then I'd say, "No, I don't think you did." And they're like, "No, I really didn't." So, let's do it again.
Yeah.
So that's just a big deal, and I think people appreciate that. I mean, we're in such a fast-paced world, and everybody wants to do everything electronically, and I like the world of electronics, but I like to be in person with someone. And
and that Medicare population does too.
Yes.
They really appreciate that face-to-face. It builds that personal connection, that trust that they need, that they're looking for.
Right.
So what are some of the important things that you go over with your clients when you sit down with them?
Like I said, the first and foremost is medications, because that's such a big factor. Their health care is the main concern of their life right now. I mean, and I look at those people like I look at my parents. I want someone to treat them like I would expect somebody to treat my parents.
Right.
Like I said, taking your time, paying attention to detail. Medications are a big thing in general for cost, but making sure it's a pill instead of a tablet or a capsule,
The littlest
it can make
details.
such a big difference. So if you don't take the time with someone to find out those little details, you can really do harm to them. And I don't want anybody's kids coming to me saying, "Hey, why'd you do this to my mom?" Or "You didn't explain this enough," or
Right.
you just didn't talk enough," or you just didn't do a thorough job. I don't ever want anybody to say that. I want to leave everybody better than I found them.
This is their golden years. So, helping them with their health care is what's really just going to help them as their life continues. So it's super important. So annual enrollment period's coming up. Tell us a little bit about annual enrollment period. Easy for the clients to understand that are watching. What is AEP? When does it start? And what is it for?
So the annual enrollment period comes once a year. It's October 15th through December 7th. That's the year you can sit down and look at your plan, review what the new options are for the following year, and have an opportunity to shop it. If it's something that, you open up the book and say, "Whoa, that's a big difference. I'm not happy with that." So call, shop around. You can change your plan as many times as you want to during that time frame, but whatever is the last one that you enrolled in on December 7th, that's the one that's going to take place on January 1st. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal to make sure that everything is in place for that following year coming, because what may be on your plan this year may not be covered next year.
So that kind of rolls into my next question. The book that you're talking about, their annual notice of change, when can they expect to get that? What really is it? And, it probably confuses a lot of them, and that's something that they can go over with you.
Right. So the annual notice of change booklet, it looks a little bit different. It's a lot of them come out almost like a newspaper material. And a lot of people throw them in the trash, or they just put them in a stack of papers and they don't pay attention. And then come January 1st or February, whenever they go to use a benefit and it's not there, they're kind of shocked.
Yeah.
They're shocked. I didn't know this, but you're supposed to look at it. So that's one of the things I do. I send out a letter to my book of business, and I make sure that, around the end of September, October, they're zoning in, waiting for that booklet to come in so they can look at it and do those assessments and call me and say, hey, I'm not happy with these new changes. Can you come talk to me and let's go over it again? Let's see if this is still the best plan for me. Because some people don't really care, about the dental and the vision and some things that are in it. It's more important for them to have the medications that they need, doctors that they need. But in some cases, it's the exact opposite. Some people they're not really sickly, or they don't take a lot of medication, so they're just worried about the fun stuff, and so they want to know who's got the best things going on for next year. So that annual notice of change booklet is a pretty important thing to look at when it comes to this time of year. But most companies will send that out at the end of September, beginning of October. And October 1st, we can start to calculate medications. We can actually start to discuss the 2025 plans, or whatever year you're in, the following year. But the first 2 weeks, we can only talk about it. We can't enroll anybody before October 15th.
Got it. So when they enroll in a plan October 15th through December 7th, that is the plan, and I think this is important for all of them to know. That is the plan that takes place January 1st of 2025. So your current plan is year to year, so it ends December 31st, and then your new plan will start in January.
Right.
Fantastic. All right. Is there anything else that you really would like your clients or anyone that needs an agent to know?
Well, I just think it's just a really important factor to have someone who is local, like those of us that are with the Fussell Group, just somebody with a pulse, that you can actually talk to, and you don't have to dial a number and pick different options. I mean, we're here, we're in your backyard, we know the area, we understand
What's going on?
what parts of the community are important in regards to medical care. Somebody who lives in California is not necessarily going to be real concerned about who Oxford may be, because Oxford not in California.
Right.
So it's so helpful to have someone who's in your area to be able to relay that type of information to help you make the right choice.
Well, we appreciate you being here. It was such a
Absolutely.
pleasure. You have all the knowledge in the world, and I'm glad we could share that with everyone today. So that's all for today. Robin, thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and stay on the lookout for more. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and visit our website, fgiala.com. Thanks for watching. This has been a Fussell Group Insurance Advisors educational production series. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and stay on the lookout for more. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and visit our website, fgiala.com.